Hi again. For those who've never seen any of my videos, my name is Eric Chassin. I go by E. Chassin, that's E-C-H-A-S-S-I-N online. So you can look up my various Volkswagen escapades over time if you're interested online. So this video is to introduce this 16 valve Scirocco that I'm listing on Bring a Trailer. And this is a follow-up to the Scirocco that I sold recently with some help from a friend of mine. So this will be my first listing that I'm attempting on Bring a Trailer, attempting to do it myself. So bear with me. The purpose of this video is to tell the story of this car as far as I know it and explain why I'm selling it. And I think I'll start with the last bit first. So my goal, I've had a lot of Volkswagens and I had a number of them at the same time. My goal is basically to get down to two of them. This GTI, which is mostly original and will be sort of I'll treat it like an artifact, and then this Mark I Scirocco, which is really a Mark I Audi TT. So it's all-wheel drive, not an artifact by any means, sort of what I consider to be a toy. And this car is what started it all. So I've had Volkswagens for many, many years, but this is the first car that I bought with the specific intent to learn how to do a rotisserie restoration, including welding. And the learning part is the important part, and explains why I did the rotisserie restoration twice. So I bought the car in 2012 as a running, driving 16-valve Scirocco, which was in bad shape. Almost 200,000 miles on it, and it was just worn in every conceivable way, and had some rust on it. But that was the point of it. So I got it home, a friend of mine trailered it home, and in 2012, over about a 6-month period, I tore it down completely to a bare shell. There was not even one plastic clip left on the shell, and put it on a rotisserie and cut out all the rusty metal, welded in new metal. And I'll go into more detail about where those repairs were done when I do a walk around video of the car. This is just an introduction. And basically the goal in 2012 was to learn how to do all that. So I'd had bodywork experience before, and I had worked on cars. I'd had this one since 2006, so I knew how to work on cars, but I'd never done sort of everything all at once. I used the original engine, so I refreshed the original engine at that time and used it, because again, the goal was just to learn. And ended up with a car that was surprisingly reliable and surprisingly fun. So I drove the heck out of it for 3 years, all kinds of weather. Didn't particularly treat it badly, but I didn't treat it particularly well either. Left it outside, didn't garage it. And 3 years later, in 2015, decided that it was a good enough car that it was worth doing everything again top notch. So in 2015, I put the car on a rotisserie again, bare shell, and did the body and the entire shell again, top and bottom, underneath, with urethane, and used a 2-liter 16V from a 1991 Passat that we got for that purpose. And interestingly, we put the 1.8-liter from this car into the Passat. It ended up being my older son's first car, so that was a separate sort of fun detour. So finished the car in 2015 the second time, and then after that, pampered it. So it's always been garaged since. It's never been wet since. Not even to wash it. The way it is here is the way it always is, so I haven't buffed or waxed it in anticipation of this sale. I haven't vacuumed it. in anticipation of the sale. I haven't slathered products on any of the rubber or plastic. I haven't wiped down the engine bay. So when I do the walk-around video, the only thing I've done to the car is its monthly dusting, and then every year I wax it. So there's light polishes in the wax. But since the original buff that I did in 2015 after painting it, I haven't buffed it again. So the shine you see is the shine you get. And I'll do the walk-around videos. When I did the other Scirocco recently, I ended up with a couple of videos. So I'll do one video to explain the body. I'll do one video to explain the engine bay. I'll do a video for underneath, and then I'll do a video for the interior. And this will be on Bring a Trailer, so there's a comment section, so if I miss anything, we can talk about things more there.